In this video I'm going to combine the histogram and the box plot together because there isn't really a whole lot to do on our own other than copying and pasting correctly. So for the histogram, you'll notice that I took time to give a title to this. I want to do a sleep analysis for the semester, and I know the x-axis is supposed to represent the sleep hours, anywhere from 0 sleep to, who knows, maybe 10, 11, 12 hours of sleep. Frequency is the number of days, number of nights I should say, that correspond to those different sleep scenarios. So you gather your data ultimately from the time series that you have done in a previous part of this project, and it was where we learned how to take horizontal data and transpose that down into our number of hours of sleep. And so you'd want to go back to that worksheet tab called time series. And so I'm going to simply highlight here the number of hours of sleep. So this is just some random data that we put together from the past. I'm going to do a copy of that data, and then I'll click back here into this empty histogram and simply do a paste. So paste the data in, and it's that quick. If you were to try to do this particular histogram from scratch, it would take you a long time. Excel unfortunately just doesn't do a histogram in a very straightforward way that's built in. So we had to customize this for this project and other classes, but we hope it's helpful to you. I'd definitely want to hang on to this very template for this very reason, because that's a nice approach to a histogram that's just hard to do otherwise. Again, it's not built in to Excel. So the data goes here in column A each time, and you have basically a control of how many bars you would like to see. If you change that to 10, you'll notice you get a little shifting, a little different look and feel. Change it to 6, different feel yet. So we found that 8 intervals is a nice compromise. And you can see that in this random data that I put together, it looks like I've created it in a way that we have somewhat of a bell shape. So it's not really random. I made up those numbers, so it's more arbitrary than random. But I made them to give you just a look and feel for how much sleep we're getting and what kind of distribution. Second item is just the box plot, and so we've asked you to simply take a look at some historical data of 4 heavy hitters: Babe Ruth, Roger Maris, Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, from the past. And so I'm going to click and drag over all 4 of those and do a copy, and then I'll drop down here into the 4 box plot worksheet tab. And I've already titled these. I've had a chance to get those ready. I've also titled my chart. I've got it ready to go. I'm doing an analysis on home runs for the 4 heavy hitters, and then the x-axis picked up these very labels. So we've talked before how to make that work just right. And then I just click down here and drop it in. So let's do a paste right there. There we go. And what's nice about box plots is it gives you a feel for the variability of the data side by side. I've found that 2 box plots or more is handy. A box plot by itself is okay, but it doesn't give you an opportunity to contrast with another variable of some kind. So you can get a sense for the min and the max, the distribution of home runs, the different concepts here involving variability, involving the median. You can see that Babe Ruth's median is quite significantly higher than the other 3, and yet Barry Bonds here has the record up here with the maximum. So I hope that's helpful. Again, box plots and histograms are not done natively inside of Excel, so it would be quite advantageous to you to hang on to these. Don't lose this template. You never know in the future when you might want to do some comparisons statistically. So the hard part's already done for you. You just need to paste the data in. Finally, we also provided you a 3 box plot spreadsheet, a 2, and a 1, so that you could just look at those 4 different options to work with: 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hope that's helpful. This represents the last part of the project, so if you've made it this far, you're doing extremely well. Be patient with yourself and with others. Keep experimenting, and you learn by practicing. That's the bottom line. The more practice you put into it, the better you'll get with Excel. Good luck to you.